Mabuhay everyone, MARKCHES here. Welcome to the channel, and for today's video, I'll be comparing the all-new KAWHI 2s with the all-new PG6. Guys, if you haven't followed the channel yet, please do so. Click the subscribe button down and of course like this video afterwards. So guys, the reason why I'm comparing these two sneakers is not just because they're teammates, but it is because mainly for a guard forward sneaker, usually for a big guard that uses a very quick sneaker. These two are kind of in the similar tear, but let's compare the main differences between the two sneakers. That is, this one is from New Balance. This is the KAWHI 2s, Kawhi Leonard signature sneaker, and of course the PG6, Paul George signature sneaker from Nike. Now let's talk about first the uppers of these two sneakers, which mainly is one of the main differences between these two. On the PG6, it features a multi-textile material on the toe area. It features this very soft textile that is kind of like a ripstop material, but a lot softer and not too fused. What's nice about the toe area of this PG6 is it's really soft right off the box. And around the mid part, you can see this net-like mesh, this ripstop-like material too. It's really fused, so it doesn't stretch that much. It goes from the midfoot going to the heel part of the sneaker. And comparing it with the upper of the KAWHIs, which features the Feet Weave Light. So it's a really thin material that is really fused too, very similar to the PG6, but it has a smoother texture compared to the PG6, which has a kind of crispier material compared to the KAWHIs, which is, for me, when you wear it after breaking it in, it's so soft, but at the same time, it doesn't stretch. It's like a very thin plastic that's still very comfortable. It's one thing that I like about the Feet Weave Light is even though it is fused and very plastic, but it's still soft. It doesn't make that crunchy sound at all. Let's try the PGs. It doesn't do that, but on the touch, the KAWHI's material is a lot softer compared to the PGs. But all in all, I would say comfort-wise, both are very comfortable as of the toe area and the sides of the sneaker. And as for support, durability, I would say they're pretty much equal on the lateral or the mid part of the sneaker. While on the toe area, I would give it to the KAWHIs because of this fusing that's on the tip of the toe box. While on the PGs, it doesn't have that. It's just that the outsole goes up, but not too much. While on the tip of the PG's toe box, it's double layered. But of course, when you drag your foot on someone else's foot or shoe, of course, this one will kind of rip a little bit compared to the KAWHIs, which has this very fused material, so it really protects the toe box area. So I would say durability wise, it's for the KAWHIs. Like I said, as for the comfort, both are very comfortable around your foot, but there's something about the tongue of the PGs. That's what I kept on saying. It's really thick, it's like a blanket, it's very comfortable around the top of your foot. And while the KAWHIs isn't that thick, but it's still very comfortable. Just watch out for how you lace the KAWHIs because the first time that I wear my KAWHIs, there was a little pain on top of the ankle here when I really tighten up the laces here. I really felt that digging to my foot, but I fixed the laces. I tightened up around the mid part before I really tightened around the ankle, so it fixed that problem. After today, I didn't feel that at all, so you just need to fix the lacing system. While on the PGs, just crank up the laces. You wouldn't feel any discomfort at all because of how comfy the tongue of the PGs are. As for the ease of wear of these two sneakers, very easy to wear these two sneakers. Even if the KAWHI is a mid-cut sneaker, it still opens up really widely on top and you can slide in your foot quite easily. And one thing that I forgot to mention about the KAWHIs is this straps below this Feet Weave layer. There's the straps here that gives you a very nice fit. When you crank up the laces, it hugs your foot really nicely, which Also, the PG6 gives you that, but this straps gives you that extra support and peace of mind when you're doing lateral cuts. You really feel it hugging your foot really well, so I like that here in the KAWHIs. But that's just a small thing, but if you're comparing it side by side, you will feel it. But if you're just buying one sneaker, you wouldn't know the difference at all. I would say support-wise, both are very good in that department. As for heel containment lockdown, the PGs is a little bit lower around the ankle bone, while the KAWHIs is higher in that aspect. They go up high around the heel part, but the materials are really soft and cushiony on both sneakers. On the PGs, it's really padded, similar to the tongue. It's like a blanket, and you can even fold it. So it's that soft. There's no plastic here. The plastic or the heel plate, heel cup, is around this area going down, plus this foam goes up and it cups your heel, giving you a very nice heel containment lockdown. While the KAWHIs, this material too is very soft and it opens up outwards, so that gives you extra ankle mobility, even though this is a mid-cut sneaker. So you can bend this, and it's really soft too. Both doesn't have those accentuated Achilles pillows or exaggerated Achilles pillows. But as for lockdown, heel containment, they're both very good. No heel slippage on both sneakers. Now moving on to the cushion part of the KAWHIs and the PG6. PG6 has the full length React foam, and of course the KAWHIs uses the premium signature foam from New Balance. It is the fuel cell foam that they use in all their basketball sneaker, and the implementation of the fuel cell of this KAWHI is relatively thin. And comparing it to the PG6, I thought that the slab will be similar in terms of thickness, but the PG6 is a bit thicker compared to the KAWHIs. And you can really feel that around the heel part, where the impact protection and the PGs is better compared to the KAWHI. So I thought the PGs was really low already, but the KAWHIs is even lower. So these two sneakers are very low to the ground, but still gives you that nice bounce to the sneaker and a good impact protection, but nothing too big, or don't expect too much impact protection on these two sneakers, or a very bouncy forefoot. These two sneakers really is for guards or light guards, or some players who doesn't mind a very thin slab of foam, but it still gives you a very nice little bounce back and good impact protection in the sneaker. But don't expect too much on the cushion side of these two sneakers. These two sneakers are not on the department. If you're looking for a very well cushioned sneaker, go away from these two. But if you're a guard, a very light guard, shifty guard, who likes to run up and down the floor a lot, the heel-to-toe transition on these two sneakers are very, very nice. And I would say heel-to-toe transition-wise, they're pretty much similar. They have a nice curve in the forefoot and a nice curve on the heel. Yeah, they're nicely curved on the heel too. Now let's move on to the outsole of these two sneakers. The KAWHIs has this herringbone, but this curve-like pattern. It's like a fish scale, in my opinion. While on the PG6, it has the React pattern and the outsole. As for the rubber thickness, both have hard rubber, but the KAWHI's rubber is a little bit harder compared to the PG6. For outdoor use, I would say the KAWHI's outsole is a little bit better, but the cushion part, I will give it to the PG6 for outdoor use. But if you're playing indoors and outdoors, the KAWHI is a safer bet because the grip on the KAWHIs and the rubber compounds is really thick, so it won't rip that easily compared to the PG6 patterns, which is knobs. It has short patterns here that can rip, and the knobs are really moving. So if you want more durable outsole, go get the KAWHIs because the lines are longer, so it will take the rubber to rip longer and it will last longer if you're playing outdoors. There's a plate here in the middle of the KAWHIs, and it's longer. You can see it going to the forefoot part, while on the PGs, I think it just has this small plate here, plastic plate. So if you want more spring back to the sneaker and more torsional support, the KAWHIs is better in that aspect. So if you're having plantar fasciitis, the KAWHIs will be better for you because it has a better torsional support to the sneaker. But as for the grip in the indoor courts, both are equal. They're very squeaky, they grip really nicely. But on the PG6, it kinda picks up dust quicker compared to the KAWHI, so watch out for that. So as for the outsole, I think the outsole of the KAWHIs will be better. Durability, traction, dust pickup is lesser on the KAWHIs. So for the traction, I will give it to the KAWHIs. As for the sizing of these two sneakers, PG6, if you're a regular footer, go true to size. And if you're getting the KAWHIs, go half size down. But if you're a wide footer, true to size on the KAWHIs, half size up on the PG6. As for the price, the PG6 is 6,000 pesos, so that's around 110 US dollars. And the KAWHIs is 8,500. That's around $150. So this one is a little bit more pricey. That's around 2,000 pesos or $40 difference. So if you're more on a budget, the PG6 is not bad at all. It's an awesome performer. And if you like a bit more cushion, PG6 will give you that. But if you want something that's lower to the ground, more ankle protection to the sneaker, the KAWHIs will be for you. And if you have extra budget. So let me know, guys, which sneaker you would choose, the New Balance KAWHIs 2 or the PG6. Hit me a comment down below. This has been MARKCHES once again. Thank you for dropping by this channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.